And my final question, just because we get this question so much, but for you personally, are you excited about DeFi? And what is DeFi to you?
That's a very good question about what is DeFi to me. Some people would consider Bitcoin DeFi. I think it's a largely Ethereum narrative. So the Ethereum community has pivoted their narrative multiple times. They were a DApp platform, so DApps and platforms, kind of like apps and platforms, very much resonated with Silicon Valley because they made sense to them. DApp platform, fundraising platform, aka ICOs, both of those ideas are dead. World Computer, which is what they sold when they did their initial ICO, that's also dead. So the narratives that they're pivoting to are that ETH is money and that ETH is DeFi or decentralized finance. It's a nice compressed narrative that makes sense. It's one of many that before it have structural flaws. For DeFi to work, it requires immense amount of scaling and very theoretical engineering sort of things that need to be done, which I don't think anyone knows, including Vitalik. So, BitMEX did a really great write-up over Ethereum 2.0, where BitMEX was basically like, LOL, good luck. And BitMEX research is probably the best research group in the space, other than Kraken's research team. And so, yeah, when we look at it, it's like they're taking immense risks and challenges to do this DeFi thing. And DeFi currently, like a lot of times we find that it's very centralized. So there'll be a kill switch, or the developers can freeze funds. We also saw MakerDAO, which is one of the most popular DeFi products, have their game theory break, where there's $0 bids. And that was due to a variety of different factors, but needless to say, it broke. It broke in whatever capacity you want to say broke. I'd say game theoretic, it broke, or in terms of like the bidding mechanism broke, essentially like no one bid.
Trust, I'd say.
Right. So, you're building skyscrapers on skyscrapers in terms of complexity, game theory, code, etc. And it's hard enough to do sound money, and if you start to build on top of that, these foundations are super weak. And also, a lot of these are engineers. They don't think about product. So I've got a background in product and marketing. What problem are you solving with over collateralized loans? I don't get a credit card because I have a bunch of cash in the bank. I get a credit card because I need to borrow money. Like, all you're really doing is enabling wealthy whales to go borrow against their ETH and then buy more ETH, go levered, or they hope that ETH goes up and so they borrow against it to pay for expenses today. But that's not like a huge breakthrough innovation. That sort of target user segment that would want to use that product is pretty small. And so, yeah, TLDR, it's really complicated. TBD on value prop. It's a grand experiment. For Bitcoin is going after the largest total addressable market in the world, which is store of value, which is hundreds of trillions of dollars of worth. That's all it's going to focus on, and that's fine. If it can do other kind of cooler things as well, that's great. But the number one problem with startups is about focus. And with ETH, they're trying to do everything, and that never works. You have to do one thing, and you got to do it well. Bitcoin will do that with sound money being a gold 2.0. And then if there's additional incremental functionality through side chains, Lightning, whatever we'd like, sure, that's great. But that's not what we're here to solve. We're here to solve the biggest problem, which is the relationship between governments and money. We're about to break that. And that's what Bitcoin represents. And that's what we're trying to achieve.